Let's go over the future of Star Wars and President of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy. This is Mike Zero here once again. If you guys are new here to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, ever since the release of The Last Jedi, there's been a lot of backlash going against it based on a lot of the decisions that were implemented in the movie by director Rian Johnson and approvals by Kathleen Kennedy herself. And looking at all of this, ever since then, there's been a lot of trust issues with Kathleen Kennedy as the president of Lucasfilm. I don't know how you guys feel out there, but apparently a majority of Star Wars fans do not trust Kathleen Kennedy at all whatsoever because of multiple reasons. Now, one of the big reasons is, of course, because the multiple firing of directors from all of the different Star Wars projects over the years. One of the big ones was, of course, director Colin Trevorrow, the original director of Star Wars Episode 9, who apparently got let go, got fired because he wanted a different approach for Episode 9 in comparison to the way things were going with The Last Jedi. He wanted Luke to live, he wanted a Snoke backstory, etc. And they didn't want to do that because that would create a little bit of a difference in between The Last Jedi and Episode 9, I guess, and so they let him go. The other thing is that Kathleen Kennedy is not responding to any Backlash interviews. So she's essentially avoiding all of the interviews that have to do with the feedback on the movie of The Last Jedi, the reactions, the Backlash, etc. She won't comment on that at all whatsoever. And the other thing is, of course, implementing personal agendas into the Star Wars franchise, apparently. A lot of you guys have been bringing this up, and, you know, looking at Kathleen Kennedy as the president of Lucasfilm, because she is the president, she approves everything that actually is run by her, and she essentially is the boss, right? She can do whatever she wants, and she essentially informs the directors and the writers of what tone they should go with, and that is also why the original directors of the Solo: A Star Wars Story movie were let go, because I believe it was maybe a month or two into principal photography, this wasn't going the way that they wanted to go, essentially, and they let them go. Now, lastly is the whole teasing elements in the Star Wars franchise that is now with Disney. And what I mean by that is the whole less is more concept by Kathleen Kennedy. And to be more specific, with The Force Awakens, you got Luke Skywalker for 30-some seconds. And in Star Wars Rogue One, you had Darth Vader, used very much sparingly. And in Star Wars The Last Jedi, we got very, very Luke action. So looking at all of that, there is a big teasing element that President of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, likes to use, and certainly will be used in Solo: A Star Wars Story. Now, some of you guys out there may love the whole less is more concept. I, for one, just wish that we got more of the real good stuff. Like in The Force Awakens, I think it would have been amazing if there was more Luke Skywalker, and in The Last Jedi, I think it would have been great if there was more Luke Skywalker action per se, and in Rogue One, I think more Vader would have been great as well. But a lot of you guys may agree with the whole less is more thing, which is just fine with me. But overall, guys, let me know what you think about President of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy. Do you trust her? Do you not trust her? How do you feel about the future of the Star Wars franchise? I, for one, feel like, you know, Solo: A Star Wars Story could very well change the way the things are going right now with the Star Wars community. I'm honestly very much hoping so. And future films alike, such as the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, the Boba Fett film, and even Episode 9, which I really do hope that that really does deliver by J.J. Abrams. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.